For the past 3 weeks, I have looked into possibilities of free agent signings for the offensive side of the ball. After completing that task Sunday, it's time to turn our attention to the defense. Last season, the Dallas Cowboys took a major leap forward defensively. For the first time since 2009, Dallas finished in the top 10 in both yards and points allowed. Thanks to some big-time players on each line of the defense, Dallas was able to lean on the defense at times until the offense was fortified by the Amari Cooper trade. Ironically, as the Cowboys look towards 2019, there are significant money moves that need to be made at each level of the defense. Today we will address the defensive line. In order to do so, let's take a look at who is signed for the upcoming season and some notable free agent options. The depth chart: Tyrone Crawford signed through 2020, Maliot Collins signed through 2019, Antoine Wood signed through 2019, Randy Gregory signed through 2019, Taco Charlton signed through 2021, Durance Armstrong signed through 2021, Aziz Sheeta signed through 2020, DeMarcus Lawrence, Darren Lynch, DeMarcus Golden Day, Trey Flower SDT, Corey Liuget DT, Benny Logan, Ethan Westbrook SDT, Jonathan Hankins DT, Karan Raid, Carl Davis DT, Danny Shelton, Jordan Phillips DT, Grady Jarrett DT, Malcolm Brown. Without question, priority number 1 this offseason is to lock up DeMarcus Lawrence to a long-term deal. With 25 sacks over the past 2 seasons, it's imperative that Dallas does not mess around with the soon-to-be 27-year-old quarterback killer. The Cowboys are armed with the franchise tag, if need be, but that's a risky proposition these days. If you don't believe, go ask Pittsburgh how tagging someone in consecutive years works. One way or another, Lawrence should be in the fold for 2019. As for the rest of the guys on the list above, I chose to list realistic, lower-profile options that fit the ideas of what this team is trying to do. With 5, including Lawrence, defensive ends, it may be highly likely that the Cowboys do not add a second free agent. If they choose to do so, however, Golden, Lynch and Flowers are all intriguing. Golden had a 12.5 sack season in 2016, so talent is not the question. His play has dropped off of late after an ACL injury robbed him of most of the 2017 season, but he could come cheap. Golden has never made more than $1 million in any given year, and an incentive-laden deal might give him the drive to replicate his golden year. Flowers, on the other hand, may be out of the Cowboys' price range. After 3 straight seasons of 7, 6.5 and 7.5 sacks, the 25-year-old may be ready to break the bank. In addition, his affiliation with New England is also likely to drive up his price, as everyone seems to overpay for champions. Lastly, Lynch, another 25-year-old, represents the void in between the other 2 players. After starting out his career with 12.5 sacks in 2 seasons, he had 2 seasons where he sort of disappeared. Lynch experienced a resurgence of sorts last season, going from San Francisco to Chicago and posting 3 sacks, 8 quarterback hits, and 4 tackles for loss in limited time. Beyond the guys you count in to get the quarterback, there are those interior linemen who are just as necessary. This position may represent one of the Cowboys' biggest needs heading into 2019, and there are some interesting veteran options available. The free agent pool is comprised of some former high draft picks who have not really materialized, and some older, bigger-name veterans looking to prove they still have what it takes. The crown jewel is without question Jarrett. Turning just 26 as the 2019 NFL Draft takes place, Jarrett has 23 tackles for loss, 29 quarterback hits and 10 sacks in his last 2 seasons. You can expect a significant raise coming his way from the $1.9 million he banked in 2018. Sadly, he too will likely be out of the Cowboys' price range. A guy who could be affordable for the Dallas Cowboys, however, would be Danny Shelton. It's rare that someone picked 12th overall could be on his 3rd team in just 5 years, but if Shelton finds a new home in 2019, that will be his distinction. Pairing him with Rod Marinelli may be exactly what the former first-round pick would need to rekindle his career. Dallas could use a big body in the middle to help defend the run as well. Would a 2-year deal, worth $3.4 per be equitable for both sides? If Dallas does not choose to bolster their line via free agency, they will certainly be looking to do so early in the draft. The value that the Cowboys place on these available players will tip their hand as to how they will address their obvious void for help in the middle of their line. Next, Dallas Cowboys, 5 best free agent signings of all time. Personally, I would go after Shelton or Malcolm Brown for that $3 million per year range and maybe try to get Golden on a 1-year, prove-it deal. In today's NFL, you can never have enough depth or talent along your defensive line.